Welcome to this week's Raw Recap. As always in these recap videos, we go over everything you need to know about this important episode of WWE. I give my thoughts on the show, and at the end of the video, I do rate the show as a whole. As always, though, you can leave me your thoughts down in the comments below. But while you're commenting, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and go follow the socials. The links to those are in the description of this video. They include Instagram, my Instagram account, and my X account. But now that that's all out of the way, let's get right on into today's Raw Recap. Alright, so we kick the show off with Jey Uso. So Jey Uso comes out, and obviously the crowd wants him to run it back, man. Obviously, we are in Paris here, so the crowd, they don't really get to experience as much, but they want to run it back. Jey Uso says, "Nah, Uso, we ain't running it back tonight." Now, I thought that meant, I thought that kind of meant something, kind of like a heelish Jey Uso, but obviously I was quickly put back into perspective on what was going on there after he said we're not running it back because I'm already running it back in my head what happened on Sunday. Obviously, I should be standing here as your world heavyweight champion. And yeah, maybe I should. And he says, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have got involved in Roman's match, but man, you guys know I know too damn much about family, and I love my family, basically. And after that, we do see LA Knight come out, and LA Knight kind of just says, Jey Uso, this is really all your fault. The reason why none of us are champion here, and still that Seth freaking Rollins is champion. You prevented it from happening, from doing the elbow drop onto Seth Rollins through that damn table out there. You prevented that, and that's why none of us are champion. You hesitated. You stopped. You are the one that prevented this all from happening. And then pretty much we go on from there, and they kind of like clash a little bit with their words. And then this is kind of setting up, obviously, in the future that we're possibly going to get Jey Uso versus LA Knight, which we'll probably see in the next few weeks here. I don't know if we'll really see it at WrestlePalooza, but I'm not too sure. But after they're done kind of doing their clashing there, we do see Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, and they say that the only thing that anybody should be upset about here is the fact that Paul Heyman's health. He's not here tonight because Roman Reigns put him in the hospital from that guillotine. So what we did is we put Roman Reigns in the hospital too. So that's kind of what they say there, and then inevitably that leads into Bronson Reed talking, and then he just says, "Acknowledge your tribal thief." I'm kind of surprised they're still rolling with that, considering that he doesn't even have the Shoe Lafala anymore. But I mean, we'll take it, I guess. But then inevitably this all does lead into them presenting the idea of Jey Uso and LA Knight versus Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. So that is what we will get in our main event tonight, I'm assuming, is Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed versus Jey Uso and LA Knight. But as far as this overall promo and opener, I love the opener. I thought this was actually pretty good in my opinion. And honestly, I think every superstar here had their time to shine, and I think this was overall a great opener, great promo. I freaking loved it. And man, we're going to get Jey Uso and LA Knight teaming up against Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. So honestly, I'm hyped for it, and I can't wait, man. But W opener, I freaking loved it. Alright, and next up we jump into Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez versus the Kabuki Warriors of Asuka and Kairi Sane. And honestly, man, I was actually pleasantly surprised with this match, surprisingly. I think Roxanne Perez and Kairi Sane had some pretty good chemistry in this match, and for the most part, I think it was actually pretty good. I wasn't really expecting to really like this match. I was just kind of expecting it to, just be a hated match for me. But honestly, I don't think it was half bad at all. I think it was actually a pretty decent match. And inevitably, in this match, we did see the Kabuki Warriors win. Asuka tapped out Roxanne Perez with that Asuka lock. But overall, man, I think this match was pretty damn good. But yeah, that's just me. But I mean, it definitely exceeded my standards. And obviously, like I said, I wasn't going into this match thinking it was going to be very good. But it honestly, it kind of turned around, I'm not going to lie. My thoughts definitely have changed from that. So yeah, I think this match overall was pretty good, and inevitably the Kabuki Warriors did pick up the win here. Alright, now this isn't a match, this is mainly an announcement, but it has been announced for the Women's World Championship and what is going to happen with it. So what's going to happen is Stephanie Vaquer, who won the Evolution Women's Battle Royal, will go one-on-one with Io Sky at WrestlePalooza, and the winner of that match will be our new Women's World Champion, so I can't wait for the match. We've seen a taste of Stephanie versus Io, and here we are again, man. So I hope this match is going to be a banger, and honestly, I know it's going to be a banger. Like I said, we've seen a taste of these two one-on-one, and now we're going to get a full-on match, and man, I hope there's no interruptions. I hope this is just a awesome one-on-one match, and man, I can't freaking wait for it. This is going to be a banger of a match, man. But inevitably here, in that match, I am hoping Stephanie Vaquer does pick up that win there, but man, let's go. It's finally confirmed what is next for this title, and man, I cannot freaking wait. All right, and now we jumped in to Finn Balor versus Dragon Lee, and man, yet another great match, if you ask me. I mean, honestly, this was a very, pretty much just a simple one-on-one match. There was really no outside interference, except, yes, there was a little bit from JD, but nothing that drastically really kind of shifted the match. So, really, I really enjoyed this match, man. Great freaking match. The crowd was obviously insane in this match. I forgot to mention they were really loud, obviously in that women's tag match that we covered just a few moments ago. But man, in this match, crowd was really loud. This match was awesome, and overall, man, I freaking loved it. But inevitably, our winner in this match was Finn Balor, which I was happy about. I'm glad Finn Balor won this one. He deserves that win. And like I said, man, this was a very pretty much overall clean win. Nothing too crazy happened with JD McDonough on the outside to the point where it completely shifted the match and overruled how the match went. So overall, man, I really enjoyed this match. It was great moves, great chemistry between Finn and Dragon Lee. But yeah, I'm so happy Finn won, and overall, man, great freaking match. Alright, and now we move on to Penta and the War Raiders versus the New Day and Grayson Waller, man. And I mean, I gotta be honest, yes, this match did have some good moves and good it overall was actually a decent match. But the thing is really, where's the storyline in all this? Because yes, you can have a great match, you can have all that, man, but where is the storyline, man? So yes, from a match perspective, from a move perspective, from a team perspective, I think this match was pretty cool, actually. But just where you can't really keep doing the same thing with these guys if it's gonna go nowhere. Like, it really sucks to see like a guy like Penta be at a position where he's at right now. He deserves to be in a mid card going after like a title right now, but instead he's stuck down here with the New Day, and I mean, it sucks, man. It really does. But I mean, as far as this match, it was, like I said, it was actually pretty cool to watch, if you ask me. Just, it's gonna be kind of that same thing that I continue to ask week after week until they fix it, man. Is really what's up with Penta and the New Day and all this, man. They've been feuding for like weeks, maybe even I think it's maybe been months now, and it's really like it's not going anywhere. So it's kind of one of those things. It's just repetitive, and it just doesn't seem like it's ever gonna have an end, man. And it kind of has to stop at some point, man. So WWE, man, at what point are you really going to figure out what you want to do with these guys? That's really my main question. Fine, you don't want to put them in a title picture, fine, but find something that keeps people interested, because you have great talent here, but you're not using them properly, is what I'm trying to say here. But man, like I said, I think this match actually was pretty cool. But as far as our winner here, obviously it was Penta and the War Raiders. But man, it's like I said, that's kind of just going to be one of the main questions I continue to ask about these guys for the next few weeks and even months, man. All right, and man, this one pains me to say, man. We moved on to Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. And I'm just gonna say, man, I'm not going to be freaking happy until my man AJ Styles takes this freaking title, man. They're really they're booking it good, but at the same time, man, it's like, come on, bro, just give it to Styles. Because inevitably, I know it's gonna go to Styles, but tonight, I thought it was going to Styles tonight, and I mean, it didn't happen, man. Because we had the help of El Grande Americano. He helped out AJ Styles, or he helped out Dominic Mysterio. He headbutted AJ with that metal plate. Dominic Mysterio, frog splash, 1, 2, 3, match is over, man. Oh man, I just freaking sucks, man. Like, I understand why they're booking it like this to kind of to just kind of continue to elevate Dominic Mysterio as a whole, because really, if you think about it, throughout this entire match, no matter what, Dominic Mysterio pretty much had the upper hand no matter, or either way. So I mean, I understand why they're booking it like this, man, but I'm not going to be completely satisfied until this title goes around the waist of my man AJ Styles, or I should say the phenomenal AJ Styles, man. All right, but I mean, overall, as far as the match, man, it was pretty decent. I would have liked it to be a little bit better, and I'm not even just considering the outcome. I'm just considering the entire, just moves and just move sets that happened in this match. I just didn't, I think it could have been better. I mean, that's not saying it was bad. I think the match was still good. I just was kind of expecting just a little bit more. But like I said, man, I'm not going to be fully satisfied until this title goes around the waist of AJ Styles. I know what's going to happen. It's just taking a while. Hopefully it happens at WrestlePalooza, though, because I know I'm going to be very happy when that happens. But yeah, that's really all there is to mention here. But like I said, Dominic Mysterio is still your Intercontinental Champion. All right, man, we moved on to a banger of a freaking segment, man. So we have CM Punk come out and he says that he's not going to leave until Seth Rollins gets his ass out there. He says he'll do whatever he has to do. He'll wait out here till the show ends, basically. Obviously, who comes out? Well, we hear Seth Rollins' music. We hear the whoa, whoa, whoa. We hear the chants. But who is it? Not Seth Rollins. It's Becky Lynch, man. This was pretty freaking funny, that entrance that she did as Seth Rollins. I thought that was hilarious. But Becky Lynch does come out, and they said a lot. They said a lot, but really the main things that you need to take away from this is, so we see Becky we see CM Punk say to Becky that I don't have a problem with you. What I have a problem with is your bum of a husband, Seth freaking Rollins. And what Becky says is, you haven't just been a problem to my husband, you've been a problem to my whole family. During my matches, they used to chant your name during all my matches. Obviously, if you know the reference to that, you know the reference. I'll try to explain it a little bit. So basically, people would chant CM Punk's name even when he wasn't in the business during women's matches because it was a way of calling them boring, basically, and it happened a lot back then. So that's basically what that was referencing there. But if you didn't know that, now you do. But then really after that, it kind of just continues on from that. Most of the time, it feels like Becky's really just talking. Inevitably, finally, Seth Rollins does come out, and Seth Rollins pretty much taunts CM Punk from the entrance ramp. He says, "Come on, Punk, come on, get up here." And when CM Punk tries to go up there, well, who stops him? Becky Lynch steps in his way. Eventually, when CM Punk does get past her, well, guess who's already gone? Seth Rollins. He's already back, and he's back off of the stage, basically. That inevitably, once CM Punk turns around after that, we see a bunch of slaps from Becky Lynch to CM Punk. And obviously, during this segment, we heard the chants, man. We heard the AJ Lee chants, and Becky Lynch acknowledged them. So, man, AJ Lee is coming. It's going to be I don't know when it's going to happen, man, but it is going to happen. That is going to be the major payoff of this, is the AJ Lee return, and I cannot fucking wait, man. I can't wait for that. Man, that's going to be so awesome when that happens, man. But overall, this segment was very awesome. I thought AJ Lee was going to come out here in this segment, but obviously that did not happen. I'm hoping, obviously, it's sometime before WrestlePalooza, because that is going to be a great match to have at WrestlePalooza, is a mixed gender tag match with Becky and Seth versus AJ and Punk. That is going to be a great match when that finally happens. I know it's going to happen. There's no doubt in my mind that it's going to happen, man. So I can't fucking wait for that. I can't lie. But man, what a great promo. What a great segment. And like I said, those are really the main things that you need to take away from this. They said a lot. It's just those, I feel, were the main things that you need to understand from this, man. But overall, great freaking segment. Alright, and we have finally made it to our main event of the night, which took place between Jey Uso and LA Knight versus Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. And I mean, as far as the match, obviously, yes, this match was good, but as far as ending, it kind of has me questioning a few things. So, with our winners here, we did have Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker win, but the reason why I question things is because of who got pinned. Jey Uso was pinned here. And the fact that Jey Uso getting pinned, kind of, like, in this match specifically, kind of makes me think that whenever Jey Uso was inserted into a world title match from now on, at least how it's going to be for a while is what it's seeming like, he's not going to win. He just had a world champion match against Seth, and having him lose here once again, it just kind of shows... and having him get pinned here too, it just kind of shows a lack of desire of having him be champion again, which is fine. I understand that, but I feel like you kind of still want him to have that. You want him to still have that feel around him that makes the fans, that makes us think that make us think that, maybe, that guy might win the world title, But after tonight, I don't think I really feel that way anymore with Jey Uso. Now it's a good thing that LA Knight didn't get pinned. It's a good thing LA Knight didn't get pinned either. But basically what I'm trying to say is this match most likely should have ended in a DQ in my eyes. I don't think any of these guys should have gotten pinned, and if they did, I just think that Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed should have lost at least. But that's just really my thoughts here. And then after the match, we saw a post-match attack on Jey Uso, the one who came out to help him. I mean, it was practically too late. I mean, there was already a tsunami delivered to Jey Uso after the match, and a spear by Braun Breaker delivered after the match, until finally Jimmy Uso came out. Yes, Jimmy Uso, which is another place where I question things, because it's like, why would Jimmy Uso, who's on SmackDown, come out to help Jey Uso? Yes, I get that they're brothers, but it's just like, it seems like they're juggling Jimmy Uso now. I mean, one minute he's on SmackDown doing the whole MFT and solo stuff, and now he's here on Raw doing this stuff. I mean, man, it's just kind of like, it just kind of feels sloppy and lackluster, and it feels like they don't really know what to do with certain guys right now, from this main event. Now, that's really my only thoughts here, but like I said, as far as the match, I mean, it was good, yeah, but as far as what happened after the match, not very good, and it's having me question a few things, and it's having me kind of reshape my views on, the main event and the future of Raw, and yeah, pretty much the future of Raw with these guys. But yeah, that's really my only thoughts here on this main event. Alright, everybody, we have now reached the end of the video. I do hope you guys did enjoy. As far as this episode of Raw, I do think it was, I'm going to go good, because for the most part, I think I did enjoy most of it. There was just like a few things that I questioned and, maybe wasn't a big fan of. But leave me all your thoughts down in the comments below, and while you're doing that, like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and go follow the socials. The links to those, as always, are in the description of this video. And one more thing, this is a sneak peek for Wednesday's video, I should say. It's going to be a figure review, so stay tuned for this, man. We will be reviewing this John Cena action figure here. I pre-ordered this from Walmart, and I finally got it in. But yeah, stay tuned. We're gonna review this bad boy on Wednesday here on the channel. Like I said, though, hope you guys did enjoy, and I will catch y'all boys in the next one. Peace. I dream broken dreams.